The film opens with Brad, an innovative tech entrepreneur, engaging in a video interview to introduce his groundbreaking voice assistant device to the world. He highlights its advanced capabilities and emphasizes that his team is quick to address any issues users may encounter. While discussing the device's impressive features, Brad receives an unsettling call from an unidentified person demanding money. Brad's interview is conducted via video call due to the pandemic. He presents his unique voice assistant device, distinct from its counterparts like Siri and Alexa. He boasts of its heightened intelligence and accuracy, downplaying any privacy concerns by asserting that his team only listens to queries the device cannot comprehend. Meanwhile, Angela, a dedicated employee at Brad's company, is revealed to be the possessor of the voice assistant device named Kimmi. Angela takes responsibility for regularly updating and enhancing the device's capabilities, ensuring its optimal performance. In a subsequent scene, Angela gazes out her window, fixating on the adjacent building where Terry, a man she secretly admires, resides. Little does she know, an enigmatic figure is also observing her from a distance, adding an element of mystery to the unfolding story. The next scene portrays Angela immersed in a workout routine on her spinning bike while watching news coverage about the global distress caused by lockdown measures. Angela requests Kimmi to play music, seeking a distraction from the somber news. As she glances out her window once again, her attention is drawn to Terry, the man residing across from her. Encouraged by a surge of courage, she summons the confidence to invite Terry for breakfast at a local food truck, which he agrees to. However, as Angela prepares to step outside, she is consumed by a sudden and overwhelming panic attack. Her agoraphobia, a fear of open spaces and social interaction, rooted in traumatic experiences from her past, renders her unable to venture beyond her home's confines. Despite her efforts to overcome her anxiety, she is left unable to meet Terry as he eventually departs for work. Angela grapples with her anxiety but manages to regain her composure and engage in her work tasks at her home office. Amidst her responsibilities, Angela accesses recordings that were previously indecipherable to Kimmi, the voice assistant. She attempts to resolve some of the lingering issues. As Angela works, she becomes increasingly aware of disruptive noises emanating from the upper floors of her building, where construction work is underway. In response, she contacts her neighbor to address the noise disturbance and pleads for a solution. Amid her work, Angela's phone rings, and it's her concerned mother on the line. Her mother suggests numerous therapy sessions to aid Angela's ongoing struggle with agoraphobia, which Angela has already taken steps to attend. The scene transitions to the suspicious neighbor who continues to surveil Angela, casting a shadow of unease over her secluded existence. The focus returns to Angela, who finds herself working late into the night, entangling cables with the assistance of her coworker, Darius. Amid their work, Angela spots Terry's return. Seizing the opportunity, Angela implores Terry to join her, and they spend time together. However, their interaction takes a contentious turn, leading to an argument that prompts Terry's departure, closely observed by the lurking neighbor. In the following scene, Angela stumbles upon a perplexing recording while performing her work. The recording is muffled and unclear, but Angela employs her expertise to decipher its chilling content. The cries of a girl pleading for help, subjected to a disturbing act of sexual assault. Angela turns to Kimmi, the voice assistant, to analyze the recording, confirming the sinister nature of the audio. Haunted by the gravity of what she's uncovered, Angela grapples with the moral and ethical dilemmas before her. She considers informing the police but hesitates due to potential repercussions for her company's involvement in accessing private recordings. In an attempt to address the issue, Angela compiles evidence and emails her boss, only to receive a disheartening response urging her to delete the recording to protect the company's reputation. Angela's determination persists as she seeks assistance from Natty, another colleague within the company. However, Nada's unavailability prompts Angela to turn to Darius for guidance. Darius discloses a way to access Samantha's data, sharing the admin's ID with Angela. Armed with this newfound access, Angela delves deeper into Samantha's life, discovering her image, address, and a series of troubling recordings. Through the recordings, Angela uncovers Samantha's tumultuous relationship with Brad, the individual introduced at the beginning of the movie. Samantha's intention to expose Brad's dark reality, which could tarnish his career, sets in motion a series of tragic events. The last recording unveils a shocking revelation. Brad, aided by two accomplices, is responsible for Samantha's murder. As Angela awaits Nada's call, her phone rings, and she hesitantly answers, divulging every detail of her discovery. Natty instructs Angela to come to her office immediately, bringing along the evidence she has amassed. Angela methodically copies the recordings onto her laptop and a pen drive, overcoming her agoraphobia-fueled apprehensions to embark on this crucial journey. Her neighbor's sinister gaze follows Angela as she departs, casting an eerie pall over her departure. Meanwhile, Brad receives an ominous call from the person complicit in Samantha's murder. The caller reveals that Angela possesses incriminating evidence and is en route to Nada's office. Brad, in desperation, offers the killer more money to manage the escalating crisis. Angela arrives at Nada's office, her heart pounding as she confronts the eye scanner at the entrance. She learns that her eyes were scanned from videos, a detail buried in the company's terms and conditions that she unknowingly consented to. As Angela hands over the recordings, she asserts her demand for FBI involvement. Tensions rise as Natty eventually agrees, and Angela's hopes for justice are momentarily rekindled. However, texts from Darius send Angela reeling. All the recordings have been deleted from her laptop. Angela realizes that someone else has control over her computer and suspicions turn to Natty. Angela approaches Natty, only to witness two menacing men approaching her. Fear takes hold as Angela evades them, her escape orchestrated by Natty herself. Angela's quest for justice spirals into a frantic chase. She chooses not to contact the FBI directly, instead saving their location on her phone. Angela's determination propels her toward the FBI, where she hopes to expose the truth. Meanwhile, Brad meets with Revis, the ruthless killer. Brad implores Revis to silence Angela and provides digital currency as a reward. Revis employs a skilled hacker to track Angela's every move. Despite Angela's attempts to disable her phone, the hacker persists in keeping Revis informed of her whereabouts. As Angela races towards the FBI's office, she encounters a massive protest stemming from the ongoing lockdown. Desperation and anxiety consume her, exacerbated by messages from her worried mother that remain unanswered due to her turned-off phone. In a moment of realization, Angela discards her phone, recognizing that her pursuers might have tracked her through it. Revis henchmen close in on Angela, attempting to kidnap her amidst the chaotic protest. Miraculously, the protesters intervene, saving her from immediate danger. Angela manages to escape, but her respite is short-lived as she is recaptured by Revis' ruthless enforcers. In a chilling twist of fate, her brave neighbor confronts them, paying a heavy price as he is stabbed while trying to help Angela. Angela's desperate flight leads her back to her home, where she finds herself ensnared in a deadly standoff with Revis. With her neighbor by her side, Angela valiantly protects the remaining evidence of the incriminating recordings. A tense confrontation unfolds, and Revis demands to know how many copies of the recordings Angela possesses. In a life-or-death moment, Angela's quick thinking saves her neighbor from Revis' wrath, and she reveals that more copies are stored on her laptop. As Revis delves into the digital depths of Angela's laptop, a sudden interruption shatters the tense atmosphere. Angela's mother's face appears on the screen, an unexpected lifeline in the form of a video call. Angela seizes the opportunity, her quick thinking taking charge. With a commanding voice, she directs Kimmi, her AI assistant, to unleash chaos. Lights flicker and music blares, plunging the room into disarray. Exploiting the distraction she's created, Angela seizes her chance to escape. Through a storeroom hidden from plain sight, she maneuvers through the labyrinthine corridors of her home. Emerging onto a construction site suspended above, Angela's determination surges to new heights. A nail gun becomes her weapon of choice, a symbol of her readiness to face Revis head-on. Revis finally reaches the storeroom, the tension mounting to a breaking point. The walls of the storeroom seem to close in on him, casting eerie shadows that dance in the dim light. In a climactic confrontation, Angela stands her ground with unwavering determination. Her fists are clenched, her eyes ablaze with a fire that has been stoked by a journey through fear and uncertainty. Beside her, her neighbor becomes an unexpected ally, his resolve echoing Angela's as they face down Revis and his henchmen. The room becomes a battleground, the clash of wills and the sound of fists meeting flesh creating a chaotic symphony. As the dust settles and the echoes of battle fade away, there comes a hesitant knock at the door. Angela and her neighbor exchange a glance, uncertainty flickering in their eyes. The door slowly creaks open, revealing Terry, the man Angela had hoped to find solace with. His eyes widen at the scene before him, a mix of concern and relief playing across his features. The arrival of Terry marks a turning point, a moment of respite amidst the storm. The police arrive, their presence a reminder that justice will be served, and Brad, the mastermind behind the nefarious activities, will finally face the consequences of his actions. Angela's indomitable spirit prevails over her fear and agoraphobia, no match for the strength she has discovered within herself. Amidst the chaos and the impending legal proceedings, Angela and Terry find a quiet moment of connection. In the final scene, Angela and Terry step outside, greeted by the warmth of the sun and the tantalizing aroma of a quaint food truck nearby. The air is filled with the sizzle and crackle of cooking, a tantalizing symphony that awakens the senses. They approach the food truck, a simple yet profound symbol of the journey they've undertaken. The shadows of the past are banished, replaced by a sense of hope and renewal that permeates every bite they take, every moment they share.